Alright, so we're going to go over our DMR. Remember, the red X is for you to be able to click on it, and it will take you to your multiplication chart that you may need. And also, if you forget how to solve exponents, you can click on your math notebook, and that will also take you to your notes and examples of how to solve exponents as well. So your directions are to simplify the given expression. So we have 3 to the 5th power. So remember that 5 tells us how many times we are going to be multiplying that 3 by itself. So we are going to be doing 3 times 3 times 3 times, I'm going to move it over a little bit, 3 times 3. Okay, so now that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes, because that's how much our exponent is, now we can begin to solve it and simplify it. So remember, I said you are going to draw a line, and I'm going to actually make this line smaller. Underneath, you're going to find like matches at first. So I'm going to put my line underneath my 3 times 3 because those match. Those go together, so that's a pair, just to help myself. Then I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do my other set of 3 times 3 because that, I know what that is. Okay, and then you are going to bring down that multiplication sign. And you also are going to bring down that times 3. You cannot forget about that. Okay, so those are all going to come down. But before we bring those down, we're going to start off by evaluating 3 times 3. So if we didn't know, we would click our multiplication chart, but we know that 3 times 3 is 9. So I'm going to put my 9 here, and I'm going to put an arrow to show that that 3 times 3 is 9. Then, like I said, that times sign comes down, so I bring my times sign down. 3 times 3 is 9. And then I have times 3 that I have to bring down still. So I do times 3. Okay. So now that I have 9 times 9 times 3, I'm looking for other signs that have the same number with a multiplication in the middle. And I see 9 times 9. So that means that I can also put those together. So 9 times 9, we know if we didn't, we would click on multiplication chart, is 81. So I'm going to put my 8 and then my 1 for 81. And then I bring down, so I brought that down as that 9, so I'm going to show that. And then I have to bring down that times 3 again. I cannot forget about that. So then I bring down that times 3 again. Okay, now I have 81 times 3, and I'll even bring this down so we can see it a little bit. Now I have this 81 times 3. Is 81 times 3. I'm going to do over here because, or I could do it on my scrap piece of paper that's next to me, but I'm going to show you 81 times 3. Okay, then I'll draw my line underneath it to help myself. Make it a little bit smaller. So we have 81 times 3. So we have 3 times 1, 3. And then we have 8 times 3, which is 24. So we're going to put our 4 and then our 2. So then our answer of 8 times 3 would be 243. So our answer for our DMR for this week is 243.